Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. This is the Facebook Live from Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness group. You can write your questions into the comments on Facebook while we're doing this live, and I will channel an answer for you. But meanwhile, of course, I have to do a little self-promotion. I'm running a special on Akashic Records readings that come with a book. Good morning, Rebecca Donald. Yay. And you have your choice. You could get, if you already have Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, the book, if you already have this, you could get the Soul Consciousness Companion Journal. And this is where you have all the questions that are from each chapter in this book and places to write them. So it's like a place to record your Akashic Records findings, your revelations, your energetic experiences as you go through this book and learn about your own soul, on the energy of your soul and your soul's blueprint and what your soul's path and purpose is. So it's a very useful book, and I'm so excited we just got this out. I mean, Monday I got a box full of them, so I can even send an just like this book, an autographed copy to you if you want to buy it directly from me. And but I'm also going to post some Etsy connection or excuse me, Etsy links, so you can buy it on my Etsy store page as well. And there's some 10% off, I think, in there, and like that. But this is the perfect combination of presents for your spiritual friends for the holidays. You know, if you know anybody who's spiritually oriented, has even a whit of interest possibly in their soul and the Akashic records of their soul, or would be like, oh, this is a cool book, you know who those people are. Get one or both of these books, because that's a great combination. It really is. And they'll be really necessary for you if you're going to join my writing class in January. The one that's based on chapter 15 in Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, Living as Your Soul. This writing class is definitely Living as Your Soul, chapter 15. And we're going to do it as a group. And when we open our individual records as a group, there is, like most things, when you do it as a group, there's an amplification of the energy and the information available to you. So I highly recommend this writing class. And I just think this is where, for me, the energy is leading and expanding, where the road is opening up, is through information about my soul and executing my soul's purposes in this lifetime, and being my soul, living as my soul on the earth as much as possible, because my soul loves me. My soul is patient. My soul is kind. My soul is loving. And it helps me along the way, as do the Akashic records and my guides in the Akashic records. So am a fan, can you tell, of the Akashic records? No, no guessing there. Okay, so what I want to do is find out who's Let's see, do we have someone here? Oh, okay, great. Um, I'm wondering if anybody has any questions. And you get to write these your in the comments here on Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness Facebook group page. And it's just a wonderful opportunity. I'm having to lean around a little bit to see what I'm looking at here. Um, you'd love this scenario. I've got it recording on my laptop on Zoom. I've got my phone on so I can do the live, and then I've got it on my desktop so I can see the questions. And I do this by myself. And so there are some technical issues. You kind of, I know how it is. It's kind of tricky being in the energies and uh, running technology. Like, kind of nutty. Good morning, Shannon. I'm so glad to see you. Good morning, Judy Sloman Breeding. I just love this. This is a nice group. Wow. You folks are ready. You are ready for some action. So anytime you want to write your questions in, just write them in. There aren't any dumb questions. And the Akashic records really respond to questions. Good morning, Santa Marie Wicks. Oh, sugar pie, I've missed you. Anyway, so there aren't any dumb questions, and the Akashic records really respond to questions. It's this vast resource that's now available to all of us schmoes on the planet. We don't have to be psychic. We don't have to be profound and spiritually developed. You can open your records and get information. And that's why I love them. And questions are the can openers to good information. I want to also remind you that, as I said at the beginning, I'm offering regular Akashic Records readings for the regular price of 204, but you get a book. And most people, I think, are going to buy the Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness book. But if you already have the book, you can get the companion journal. Now we have options. Don't you love options and choices? We love to have choices. Anyway, so you get a free book with your reading. And you can schedule on my website, anniechannels.com there. And just schedule yourself and I'll take care of the book business with you, along with confirming your appointment. And if you just want to buy the new companion journal, then go to my Etsy page, Soul Sorcerer at Etsy.com. And there's a special there, and I will get the message and get it shipped out to you. And you can get them signed, like this one is it's a signed autographed copy. And that way, as I say, they'll be worth more on the Antiques Roadshow later on when your beneficiaries inherit them. And hopefully this is the kind of book that you keep through the rest of your life because it's useful and valuable and, something you consult off and on throughout your life. So, okay, hair, it's what it is, right? I'm looking for questions. Okay, there. Turned 50. Shannon Altman Hood says turned 55 yesterday. What a year. 54 was ready for all the raw. What a year 54 was ready for all the raw energy and new energy for the coming year. Any guidance appreciated with love. Wow. Okay, let me just tune into you, Shannon. Well, it's already clear that even though this previous year was so, had some darkness in it, had some heft, had some a little slogging, as the soul's path does on occasion have in it. It I feel you being really like ready, and they're using funny words, so I want to just go ahead and say, use the words that my guides are using. They're saying you're now ready to punch at your own level instead of feeling like you're punching above your pay grade. You're now ready to work at your own level and really see yourself as powerful and insightful and prepared for the destiny you have chosen for yourself, your soul has chosen for you. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Just if you get afraid, this is the deal. Fear's always in the future. So bring yourself back to the present and be in the present moment and be in the light of your own beautiful soul. Because I think, Shannon, you've been working with my book a little bit too. And also certainly with me for a couple of years, and you get it about the light, and you get it about utilizing the crystals you have to help spark you and to direct your actions and activities. Let me just feel into this and see if there's more information there. Now I'm channeling your soul, and your soul says to you, we prepared you for the upcoming year, this coming new year, by dusting off the weight and dirt and the film of the past, and you're really stepping into your new light. And did you feel that energy shoot up from the base of your spine into the crown of your head, Shannon? That was this new energy that you are standing in, this new version of yourself, Shannon. Like, you are really taking it on, and you're not doing half measures anymore. You are really going for it and feeling confident and brilliant and bright, and it's so good to see. Let me see what else your soul has to say. You changed your path. You changed how you're going along. You're not going along to get along anymore. You've really let go of that program going, you know, you want better for yourself. You want more spiritual richness and more spiritual infusion in your moment to moment reality. And that's like the stand you're taking. That's the stand of your soul. And that's what your soul is really supporting in you, and really take in all that juicy energy that came in the back of your base of your spine, shot up your whole spine and into the crown of your head. Things are still buzzing there, and really just allow that to be so. That's a rich gift. That's definitely a soul level gift that you're receiving. Good morning, Phyllis Frieza. How nice to see you here. Thank you for being part of this group. Can you believe we're 585 members? I mean, I mean, this was just an idea based on the book Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness. And there are 585 people said, I think that's a good idea. Thank you. All right, and so the game here is anybody who wants to write a question in the comments, they can. There are no dumb questions. I will channel an answer for you, and it will be sincere and loving and kind and uplifting and helpful because that's the nature of my guides, and that's the nature of your soul, and it's also the nature of the divine. The divine, as it's said in some of these quotes here on the Bring Forth Soul Consciousness group page, Marco, my champ, puts up these beautiful quotes. Like the last one was, during this time in human history, as great creatress, the divine feminine, my creations only give life and make room for more life. And that's in chapter 10 of Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, which is embracing soul qualities and the great creatress. Now, that's the great creatress is my guides, the Akashic beings of life, the Akashic beings of light name for the divine feminine. You are free to choose. If that name does not work for you, then use your own name for the divine, really. You know, I don't want you to have to try and wrap yourself around concepts or you know, a name that doesn't work for you. Really, that's too much work for you to start really delving into your soul's consciousness. That's, you know, I don't want that to be an impediment. And the guides, her like, never mind about that. Don't worry about that part. Use the name that works for you, you know. I remember I'm a member of our beloved Alcoholics Anonymous, and I had a Swansea, and I was just blown away when she said, well, I thought I'd name my higher power love. You know, like out of the mouths of babes. She's probably 30 years younger than I am. And that was a real moment of revelation for me. Like it seemed almost, it's so obvious. I didn't even see it. You ever have those moments? It's so obvious you can't even see it. So, um, let's see. I love your questions. Bring it on. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. You know, I know a lot of people have been really kind of doing recovery from the elections and all of the surprises therein. And my guides have just been saying, really lean into it. You've got opportunities for change as well. Not always just the changes you feel are going to be imposed on you, but the changes that you are ready for, that you want. You know, you don't have to just go with the party line. You could be making changes that you have decided are the valuable ones to make for you. So what do we have here? Oh, I'm really wanting to read to you about the writing class. If you're not going to put questions up, I'm gonna talk to you about my work and what I do for you and what I'm hoping to provide for you that makes a difference. So I am leading a writing class called Living as Your Soul Writing Workshop. Living as Your Soul Writing Workshop. I'm going to do it on Zoom. I haven't settled on the price yet because I'm trying to figure out whether to include the books and how best to include the books. Because now you can get this book in print, on Kindle, and as an audiobook. So that's 3 kinds. And you can get the journal, the just released this week journal, as a print book or as something that you print on your own printer. Maybe you're just going to print out the questions you need for chapter 15 for the writing class, or as a completely paperless digital version where you work on it like on your laptop or your iPad or your phone or something like that. So there's a lot of variables going on here that I find I'm still working on how to manage that and price things. But this writing workshop is going to be 7 weeks, Tuesday evenings from January 14th through February 25th, 5 p.m. Pacific time to 6:30 p.m. And every week you'll experience, I'm going to read this, hopefully you don't mind. Every week you'll experience opening and closing your Akashic records. Learn how to ask key questions and hear the answers in your Akashic records from your soul. How to tune into the Akashic perspective. This is so valuable. The Akashic perspective is so valuable. Because it's a longer view and it's like looking down on your life from way up above and seeing the aspects of your life from a broader perspective, including many, many past lives and even some of the future stuff coming in. So you'll learn how to ask key questions and hear the answers from your soul. You'll tune into the Akashic perspective, and you'll learn how to sense the supportive presence of your spiritual team, which are called your masters, your teachers, and your loved ones in the Akashic records. So you're going to really get a lot of personal coaching from me about experiencing this and being able to look from the perspective of the Akashic records at the questions in chapter 15, Living as Your Soul. So the guides have given me some beautiful inductions, not only just in opening their Akashic records, but also inductions that prepare you and silence your inner critic so that you can just write your responses without being hypercritical or, well, you shouldn't say that, or you can't say that, or when your personality kicks in and starts monitoring things, like, okay, just quiet. I need to do this. Anyway, and you'll have plenty of time for Q&A with me. The workshop will cover how to fully engage with opening your Akashic records and the energy and light you experience. Sense the energy in the information you're receiving, because in the Akashic records, it's energy first, information second. Energy first, information second. And identify the source of the concepts, but the pictures, the purpose, and the directions you're being given. So, sometimes it's the soul record and it's your soul talking to you, and sometimes it's the Akashic beings of light, and sometimes it's your masters, teachers, and loved ones, which are specific to you. That group of three, the masters, teachers, and loved ones, those are specific to you. So, okay. Somebody wrote a question in here, so now I gotta bring that up where I can see it. Change is scary, but so worth it. That's right. That's my experience of it. Is like my personality usually goes, and then, but my soul's going, it's okay. Just step forward. I'll be with you. So anyway, and the workshop will help you define the source of the information, if that's even useful. Sometimes it's just like a seamless package of really good information and energy, and you just get what you get and write it down and really make a record of it. And, in the Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness journal, you can draw pictures in here, you can write things down. I mean, sometimes you need to add some kind of little detail that's not a word that helps trigger your memory of part of your experience of being in the records, and what you got. Whether from your soul, the Akashic beings of light, the divine, or your masters, teachers, and loved ones, the inquiries will be based on my channeled book, Bring Forth Soul Consciousness, Chapter 15, Living as Your Soul. There's like 23 questions that we will write on there. And also the Akashic beings of light have already promised to bring in a few more key questions that help break open the information contained in your soul's blueprint. That sounds good, doesn't it? I mean, if there's nothing you want to be more than your soul, I mean, that for me is that's my purpose in life. Hopefully it's yours too. So, so how to prepare? If you haven't already, you can purchase the autographed paperback, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness book directly from Annie at anniechannels@gmail.com, or you can just make arrangements with me personally, or you can DM me, digital message me here on Facebook, and you can purchase a copy of this, and I'll make sure it's a signed copy. And the truth is, when I sign them, I channel little notes on the inside cover for you, because I want you to know that you're being recognized, that you, as an individual, as a soul, are being recognized. And my guides want you to know you're being recognized. So you can purchase an autographed paperback copy directly from me. And, I'll need to coordinate with you about your name and address for shipping in the USA. I'm not shipping to, Korea. That like wipes out my budget. Absolutely. So I can ship it here in the United States, or you can get this as a Kindle book or as an audio book. Most of the audiobook platforms, the biggest, have this book on audio, and it's narrated by me, so you'll have my voice channeling the messages from the guides in each of these chapters. Each chapter is channeled by a specific set of guides, and I really bring it forth to you in their energy, because the energy is where the action is. This is where the meat and potatoes are. So, and then you can get this new journal. I'm so excited about this. So excited. The Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness companion journal, where you can document all of your experiences in the Akashic records, question by question, page by page, and have your soul consciousness sort of revealed to you through these exercises and through the pages of you answering the questions from the perspective of your Akashic records and your soul consciousness. So, they go hand in hand, really. And Etsy is a great place to get this thing. I can either send you a signed copy, or you can download a printable copy that you print out chapter by chapter as you need it. Or if you need to do a chapter again because you had so much fun doing that chapter, you're going to do it again. Or you can get a fully digital paperless version of the companion journal that you just download to your device and work in your phone, your iPad, or laptop, whatever device you're using. So I'm gonna have to give you those links and so forth. But you can get started before I'm really fully ready. I'm in the process of preparing and completing this flyer and this invitation for the workshop, and I'm still trying to figure out how to price it. I want to price it so it's available to regular folks. And to tell you the truth, I'm kind of a price buyer, so I'm always wanting to make it affordable, but I also need to make sure it's that of value to me. So, yes, I have journals at my house that I can ship directly to you. Somebody just messaged me that one. So, yeah, I have journals at my house and I can ship them to you like that. Okay. Now, the point of this is to answer your questions. And I want to make sure everyone feels received and gotten and acknowledged. Everybody needs to be acknowledged, and that's one of the things I love about this uh, work. Thank you, Marco. Hello, you're here. Wow. All right. So I talked a lot about me and the journal and the writing class, the Living as Your Soul writing class. I just want you to prepare, really want budget for it. And I will have a payment plan. I have to conjure that up as well. And get my tech help, my beautiful Lisa Davis, stepdaughter to help me with the technology of providing a payment plan that I don't have to like mastermind and manage. And so that it will be affordable to you, because I do think it's going to be incredibly valuable. Very, very valuable. All right. Let's see. How are you feeling? Here we are, changing topics on you. We're getting really our first winter rainstorm today in Northern California. I'm in Marin County, California, and it's supposed to be an atmospheric river, which is lots and lots and lots of rain. So the news has been making sure there's nobody misses the fact that it's going to be really rainy for the next about 4 to 5 days. So that makes me feel like I'm getting a quenching, like my thirst is being quenched. But I also feel like the energy that's available these days and the position of the planets are really supporting our, the explosion of being, and the major steps forth into who we're becoming. Like, it's like lightning. Very impressive energy. Oh, you guys are answering questions. You guys aren't even asking questions. I mean, let me see. For those of you who have my book, on which this Facebook group page is based, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, what have you liked the most about it? What have you liked the least? What are you working on? What chapter are you working on? Do you find it better to, like most people, I say, read chapters 1 and 2, and then you can bounce around into the topic headings, because there's 40 chapters. So there's a lot of information here that you can tap into if you want to do dealing with your inner critic, or releasing judgment, sadness, releasing sadness and disappointment, or if you want to work on living as your soul, or you want to work on your spiritual heart. These are all chapters in my book. And so did you read chapter 1 and chapter 2? Because chapter 2, you can't do this book without reading chapter 2, because that's really where you learn how to open the Akashic records, how the Akashic records are organized, and why I do the prayer the way I do it. And it really it gets your feet into the Akashic information and teaches you how to do the prayer. And then, like for the writing class, we will open our records every week. And oh goodness, okay. So we will be opening our records, our individual records in every writing class. And then I will take you through an induction to help you prepare you for the writing. And those inductions may change. On my channel and my guides are very spontaneous. So, but you can count on them holding the energy of love, acceptance, divine light, your soul's energy. My guides will be supporting us all along the way. Not only that, but you're opening the records of your own soul. You're going to be in your soul's divine blueprint, snooping around, doing all of that. All right. So, just waiting for a minute to see if anybody's commenting on what they liked best or what was difficult for them in reading this book. Where are they? I got a message from someone I did a reading for at the recent, they call them Soul Search Enlightenment Expos. And that was the one in Santa Clara in earlier this month in November. And she had an Akashic Records reading, bought the book, and like immediately went home and did her homework. And she says, I'm on chapter 3 or 4 or something like that. And she says, I open my records, I read the material of the chapter, I write on the interactive questions, I close my records, and I'm floating. And what a quote. I mean, for me, as an author, as a channel, as an energy worker, as someone who wants to connect us more deeply with our souls so that we feel like we're not missing an appendage or something, that was the best I could ask for. I mean, it was short, quick, precise, and exactly what the guides were hoping for people. So, can't wait to hear from you. Feel free to digital message me, to email me. My email is anniechannels@gmail.com. anniechannels@gmail. My website is anniechannels.com. You can schedule readings there. I haven't got the companion journal up on my website yet. That's more details. And technology is I'm slow with technology. So I'm working on getting that on the website, but definitely can buy this book in either print form or as an audio book. And get get everything that you need that will make your studies easier and more worth it, and which will allow you to really sink into your experience and fully and completely and be with the energies. I mean, read along while you're listening, write about the on the interactive questions in the journal, whatever. You got the picture. I think that's enough. You all are the best, and I love you dearly. Thank you so much for being on this spiritual path, walking shoulder to shoulder with me. I'm just like you. I struggle with certain things, and I have good days and I have bad days, and we're all evolving together. Thank you for being with me today. Oh, trying to take a picture, can't attach. Okay, just open to page 204 and the message is in bold font. I think she means the quote that I was referencing. Page 204, let me get, I'm almost there. Mhm. Sometimes my Marco brings out information that is, I don't, which message? Anyway, y'all look into page 204. That's chapter 25. And I think that's what Shannon is referring to. One of the messages on page 204 is, we, the Akashic beings of light, support you in embodying your soul's light and consciousness, releasing all pictures, beliefs, and old experiences of servitude and being of service. Let the light of your soul and your intrinsic connection with the great creatress replace the old with fresh, new perspectives and understanding of being of service. Yeah, that chapter is called Being of Service. Useful in many, many ways. Releasing all, yep, there we go. All right, folks. I think that's a wonderful note to end on. Thank you for being with me. You are my heart's desire. Talking with you, doing readings for you, walking a spiritual path is my heart's desire. I feel very fortunate to be able to do this work, this exploration for you, me, and everybody. All right. I hope you have a great day.